have in studio guest this morning from Preferred Glass and Windows. Our friend Rose is here. Hi, Rose. It is going well. It is going well. Rose, can you get real close to that mic?
Yes.
There we go. Okay, great. And you brought a friend.
I did.
A colleague, Courtney.
Hello.
Hi, Courtney. Come on real close to that mic so we can hear everything you have to say, all the important stuff. Courtney, you are the manager
Correct.
of Preferred Glass and Windows. And have you been with the company for very long? And because we know all about Rose, we know nothing about Courtney. Give us a little background.
I've been there about 25 years.
Oh, so you're a new employee.
Oh, yeah. Brand new.
Do you want me to show you where the restrooms are? Okay.
Right, so
Uh-huh.
I've been there a while. Just Rose normally comes and does the radio station, and she's great at it. So we leave it all up to her.
She is great at it. And you noticed again how lovely it smells in here. Well, as soon as you walk in,
Thank you.
it smells amazing.
But Courtney's the expert, so I
on the-
brought her. Yeah, she knows everything about glass, and
Because you're pretty good. You know your stuff. So I'm really I need to hear what Courtney has to say, because if she's the expert, I don't know what you are. Courtney, I do have a question for you. Since we just had, the big storm. Now, it didn't turn out to be what they thought it might be as far as winds were concerned. We got a lot of rain in our area, but Palm Springs got inundated. Riverside area really got hit hard.
Yeah.
So let's pretend that we live in Palm Springs or Riverside and the Inland Empire and got inundated with those rains and winds. Is there a particular window or glass that you guys would recommend putting in to help us? Because the first thing, Floridians, the first thing they do is board up.
Right.
And any beachfront properties, they usually board up when heavy rains or storms come. Is there a particular glass that we can look into, maybe install to help in addition to boarding up?
I think as long as everybody does their upgrades and gets dual pane, which we all should have by now. A lot of people still have single pane apartment complexes, everything like that. The dual panes will really help in the insulation when the winds are coming, in terms of sound and just letting the rain basically in. In Florida, when you board up, they board up onto the buildings. Out here, you really can't. We will ruin the buildings. In Florida, they actually make the homes and everything so you can attach onto the walls. Out here, we would go into the stucco. We would ruin everything. So as long as everything's sealed, the windows are good, they're dual pane, you won't be able to hear the wind, the rain, anything outside, you should be good with that.
Now, how can we tell someone, a novice, not even a novice, someone like me who doesn't even, there's a window, it's glass, that's all I know.
Right.
How can we tell it's dual pane?
There's a few things you'd want to ask the customers. First of all, when were they installed? You would know right off that by the year.
Okay.
Anything basically 1990 and lower, it's going to be single pane. Also, you can look inside of it. You will see a silver or bronze spacer in between the two pieces
that's what
of
I want to
glass.
know. Okay, so
Right.
what are we looking for?
Either a silver or bronze spacer.
Okay.
It'll be a line basically in between the two pieces of glass. Some will be thinner than others, just meaning that the dual pane's a little thinner. The thicker it is, the better.
Obviously.
For insulation and stuff like that. Now the ones they make go anywhere up to 1 inch, so that would be the best. That would be the best dual pane to get.
So you stick your nose right up to that window
Right,
and look
exactly.
for that spacer,
Exactly.
right? Okay.
Or you can put your hand up to it too. You can go ahead and open the window if you'd like, that sliding panel. Put your hand on one side, put your hand on the other. And if you don't feel like, they're really close to each other, that's another way to see if it's dual pane.
Oh, interesting. Okay, and that's the way to go. So if we do have a home, most likely built 90, you said, and previous?
Previous, correct.
Probably single pane. Probably should look into dual pane. Now, for more than, obviously, these huge storms are not an everyday occurrence with us. It's just like the song. It never rains in Southern California, but when it does, right, it pours. Okay.
Or 2023, yes.
Now's the time to upgrade for several reasons other than that. We talk a lot, Rose and I talk about heat and the damage the sunlight can do, that UV rays that comes in. It's UV rays, right?
Yeah.
That comes in and kind of wrecks the flooring and the furniture gets bleached.
Yeah.
It has that bleach effect. Will that double pane help at all with any of that?
It will, because you can't get the energy efficient glass unless it is dual pane. So it's a soft
okay.
coat on single pane that will just scratch right off, so it doesn't last. With the dual pane, it's on there, and that's what actually reflects it. It's on that second layer. So when the heat comes in, when the sun comes in, it actually reflects it off.
Sure.
So basically, your carpets don't get dull, your furniture doesn't get bleached, just like you said.
And the heat, there's a
It
little
will
bit of a
stay
bear.
out, about 83%.
That's not small. That's
Yeah.
like a lot of percent.
Correct.
I mean, 83%, that must mean that the AC bill isn't as high as it normally would be, right?
Correct. We try to tell everybody, do the most windows you can for your budget in the same space of the house, just so their air conditioning bills, heating bills, all that will go down.
Do you recommend like upstairs first?
I do, just because of your air and your heat, everything rises. So if you want to live comfortably, that's going to be the best for you.
Start there.
Exactly.
Can you do Rose? Okay, and Rose, poor Rose. I've been
You see why I brought Courtney? She's the expert. She knows all the details. I can tell you generally, yes, you want to upgrade your windows and get energy efficient, but she has all the details, and I love the way, she can answer all the clients' questions and get into specific recommendations. Like
She
upstairs
goes into the
and
woods.
downstairs. Yeah.
Into those weeds you go. So quick question though. Let's say, because I know you always have specials going on. I know you always have, you've got plans to help people finance and all that kind of stuff. Got it.
Correct.
But what if a family cannot afford to do their whole house, but they eventually want to do everything. But I told you how many windows I have in my house. The houses out here in Santa Clarita have a lot of windows.
It's
A lot. And some of them are just decorative. Some of them don't open
Correct.
at all. What if you want to change those out, but you can only afford to do a few at a time? Can you do that?
Yeah,
Definitely.
We have so many options that we've implemented.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, there's California's First. There's the Hero program. All that stuff goes into, they actually put it into your mortgage now. They do all these different things that you can do and pay over the years. We also do financing. Right now we're offering a 10% off materials. So that does really help. That's taking at least $60 to $70 off a window. If you do 4 or more windows, we reduce your labor. We always work with the customer. We do accept a deposit up front. We work with them either way. We want to get everybody so they have all the windows they need. We don't want to just do 2 because they're not going to feel the difference.
Right.
So the more they do, it's going to be the better for them, the better for us. We just want to help our clients.
Got it. So they should definitely, even if they're thinking about doing this, they should come and talk.
Correct.
First, go to the website, which I want to say it's preferredglassandwindows.net.
Yes.
Correct.
.net.
Yeah.
We have to make that clear, right? Not,
Yes.
Not .com.
No.
Net.
It won't come to us if it's COM.
It will not. Preferredglassandwindows.net. Go to the website. Now, when they get to the website, what will we see? Will we see pictures of windows? Will we see options? Will there be like a form so we can fill it out so you guys can call us in for a consultation?
For sure. There's a gallery so you can see the work we've done. You can see our installers. You can see all that, basically all the financing plans we take. But mainly on there, you can also fill out a form to get an estimate. It will email me directly and our other employees directly. We'll call you back right when we get it. It pops up on our computer. Within 5 minutes, we're calling you back. So we're not waiting 24 hours or anything like that. The only time it would wait is obviously if it's overnight, but we still get the emails to our phones in the middle of the night. So we'll sometimes even call you when we're home.
Stop doing that.
I
Stop
try. I can't.
doing that.
Courtney goes above and beyond, and it's one of the best things about Preferred Glass and Windows. So I highly recommend that if anybody's interested, call. You see how knowledgeable Courtney is.
Clearly.
And she loves,
Clearly.
getting into the weeds with clients.
What has, 25 years, that's a lot. I just need to know the history. Like, how did you get into it and why are you staying? Like what? Like
what? You make it sound like she should leave.
No, that's
it's a great place.
That is just well. That's why I want to know, Rose, because 25 years is a lot. Like if you ask any Gen X or Gen Z person right now, 5 years is a lot.
Correct.
People are usually jumping from job to job so much right now. That's just who we are as a society.
Mm-hmm.
So to hear 25 years, I just need to know a little bit like why.
So it's always been from the beginning of time family owned, and it stayed family owned through the whole entire time. So I think that's what makes people stay. Everybody works together very well, and any issues, any it's family. So you just go to your family and you're never upset and you're always happy to go into work and you see your family all the time and it's great. And it's still family owned. So, I mean,
your definition of family is a little different from mine because we argue a lot. We
yes.
argue a lot. There's a lot. It's loud. So
Yes.
I don't know. You have a
It
better
happens.
definition.
It
Okay.
happens, but more personal than at work. So
If someone needs to contact you, clearly they can call Rose. Rose is great.
Yes,
By
for
the way, I love Rose, but Courtney apparently.
Rose is at work every day too. She'll take the calls.
I mean, Courtney's the queen. So what's the best phone number if they want to just, you know what? I want to bypass the website. I want to get right to you. What's that phone number?
The best phone number I feel would be 661-255-1170.
Courtney, Rose, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having
Appreciate
us.
it. Have a great rest of your week,
You
okay?
too.
Thank you.
Getting your windows